Okay, this is quite weird for me. I'm not really a fan of video blogs, but you know, every now and then you have to do something out of your comfort zone. And honestly, I'm still working out why I thought it'd be a good idea for me to do this. But I kind of figured it was. Tell me in the comments if you can figure out why I did this. People who know me know quite a few things about me, but otherwise I keep quite a few things to myself. And I should have come up with a script for this, shouldn't I? Little post-it notes everywhere. But I figured, screw that, let's just go with this. Okay. People who know me know a few things about me. Anybody who knows me should know that I'm on Twitter. I love Twitter. Well, yeah, I love Twitter. I tweet far too much, and half of what I tweet is a load of shit. But hey, nobody's perfect. People who also know me know that I do a lot of art, and anybody who follows me on Twitter should know that I'm gay. In fact, most people who claim to know me should really know that. It's not the first thing that I lead with. It's not that important. But apparently to some people it is. Apparently to some people that's all that matters. And it's usually the people that are incredibly misinformed and generally ignorant that decide to voice their opinions. At the end of January, somebody out of nowhere decided it would be fun to attack me on Twitter, just based on one tiny little fact: my sexuality. Clearly misinformed, he started trying to accuse me of being a... what was it? I'm trying to forget the actual words, to be honest. But basically that I'm a child molester, and that... I think the one that I do remember quite well was that just because of my sexuality I should hang myself and basically rid the world of myself. Go figure. They obviously don't know how fabulous I am. So, up until now, up until that event, I only told people that really needed to know, or that I felt needed to know. It may or may not surprise you to know that my parents weren't on that list. The reason they weren't on that list is because until... no, that doesn't work. The reason I didn't tell them was because, as far as I was concerned, it didn't matter. I'll be honest with you, the way that my life is going at the moment, I'm single. And I have no intentions of finding a partner anytime soon. So I sort of figured that until maybe I actually did meet somebody, fall in love, and have to introduce them to my parents, I kind of figured it wasn't important to have to tell them. Plus, I live with my parents. If they didn't figure it out... well, put it this way, for the last... let's see, I'm 23 now, so... for the last 7 odd years I've lived as an openly gay man, without having to tell my parents that I'm gay. Go figure. But Up until now, that day, I hadn't told them because it didn't matter to me. And I figured that if they didn't know by now, then they really didn't know me very well. Anyway, the point is I had to tell them because of this person. I don't know who they are. The reason that I had to tell them was because this person decided to take multiple pictures of myself that I'd posted on Twitter and start using them in some weird hate campaign against me that I don't understand. Why, or really, I just don't understand. But that's fine, I can live with that. The problem was that it was getting quite bad. Multiple accounts. The idiot tried following me. That's how stupid they are. They tried following me on Twitter. Like I wouldn't notice. So I had to do the one thing that I completely am against, and lock down my Twitter profile, make it private, and delete loads of people. I had to delete over about... No, let me correct that. I didn't have to. I chose to delete about 100 people on there that follow me on Twitter that I don't know, that I don't really interact with. They don't interact with me, and honestly, it could have been them. I don't know. So, yeah, I unfollowed. I had loads of people blocked and stopped them from following me. I reported it to the police, and that's why I had to tell my parents, because I had to go to the police station. And unfortunately, Swindon has wonderfully decided to cut the bus route that goes straight to the police station. So, or at least divert it, I can't remember. But hey, that's not important right now. What's important is this. The last 2 months, I've been able to live my life as myself. As me. You probably can't see the poster very well, but it's actually a calendar. It's the centerfold, but hey, that doesn't really matter. The fact is that I can put stuff like that up. I could before, they would have really known by then, but I chose not to. I chose not to sort of really put it out there because it didn't, I didn't need to. If that makes sense, I didn't need to do it. But regardless, the fact that almost, if not everyone that I work with knows, I know the last 2 months have been much easier to be me. And I've realised that being true to yourself is far more important than hiding yourself because you're not necessarily afraid, but you're unsure of how it will work. Believe me when I say that being yourself is far more important. It really is. In the last 2 months, I've still received numerous tweets from this. It has to be the same person because they're still creating multiple accounts, still trying to follow me, and still, telling me that I'm a child abuser, a pervert, and whatever else they really feel like telling me. Honestly, I don't feel anything towards them. I don't hate them. In fact, I've kind of forgiven them. It's not their fault that they clearly just don't get it. That, maybe something's not right with them, I don't know. I don't care. They don't know me. Whoever this person is doesn't know what I've been through in my life. I'm 23 years old, 24 this year. And I've not had the hardest life in the world, but I haven't necessarily had the easiest life. Actually accepting myself was not a fun part of my life. It took a couple of years, purely for the fact that I thought that everything that I ever wanted in life was no longer possible. And now it is. If I fall in love with somebody, I can get married. At least in England, I can definitely get married. In the next few days, we start allowing gay marriage, same-sex marriage, whatever you want to call it. It's marriage. It's recognised. We can adopt. I can have kids if I want. I mean, I would love to have kids. I can do that now. But when I was trying to come to terms with myself, it wasn't. It was a dream. And if I'm honest, that dream wasn't easy to let go of. And in accepting myself, I put those hopes and dreams behind me. So to have things like this happen, for me, it's brilliant. Let me put it this way, if you're listening now, and you're the person that keeps sending me this abuse, I have no idea who you are. I don't really care who you are. This is me. And I'm stronger than whatever you can throw at me. You can hate me for all that you want to, but I don't hate you. I forgive you for whatever hate you have towards me, which is completely wasted because you don't know me. Okay, you don't know everything that I've been through in my life, and half of it I don't share with people. But I'm sharing this with you, whoever's watching this video. And I'm sharing it because I've realised that being yourself is important. I can also tell you, and this is going to sound cheesy as hell, but I really believed in and still do believe in the It Gets Better campaign. And it really does get better. The fact that I've been able to live the last 2 months, it gets much better. And yeah, I still get the abuse on Twitter. Block, report, dealt with. Yeah, I still get a little bit angry. But I have a few amazing friends out there who help calm me down. And I guess I just wanted to share this with you because I know there are people out there who get this kind of abuse every day of their lives. And if maybe just one of them sees it and knows that there are people that go through it as well, and they can see that they can pull through and they can be better and be better people, and that life can get better for them, then, that's what's important. So, I guess what I'm just saying is that you're not alone out there. And don't hate. What's the point in hate, really? Let's be honest. What good does it do? It doesn't do any good. Life is good at the moment. Things are a bit manic every now and then. But, just reminds me I'm alive. And, honestly, whatever happens, whoever you are, things are good. And they can be just as good for you. Just believe in yourself. I do.